Power line maintenance. We need to do some planned maintenance on the tower. The trouble is, it's located on a cliff, and there's no way we can drag our equipment there. We need someone who could lift the crate with the tools up the cliff. Okay, we can make it happen. I have the Dan 96320. Last time I used this truck, I just brought it up here to pull out that tuz, but I didn't need it, so it just sat here till now. I thought my anchor was still out. We're finally gonna take this box that's been sitting there forever. That should hold it. Let's pop off on fuel and get down the hill. This thing's pretty bouncy, but we don't have far to go. I'm gonna try to get it up into high. It just don't have the power for that. It might work going downhill. High gear probably won't work on this section. The anchor got hung in the dead tree. I think I might just pull down here and turn around and back up to it. Yep, we're stuck. I'm gonna have to call the Western Star back over here. That's why it's better to have a fuel truck than to have a fuel trailer. A fuel trailer can't get you out of a jam. I've destroyed their garbage can. This might not be the fastest truck on the road, but it's definitely dependable. Let's see if we can get it in high gear. Not enough power. It'll have enough power for low plus. I'm just going to go down there and turn around and pull that thing back up the hill a little ways. Okay, let's gear it down and lock the diffs. I guess I need to start the engine on that other truck. It should be able to move on its own now. I didn't really need to go down there to turn around. I could have just stayed right here on the road and delivered it with this crane. It's close to the rock now, though. It'll reach for sure. There you go. Task completed. Power line maintenance. You did a great job. This pretty much does it, and we owe you a reward. Unstable foundation. We're worried that the ground may sink under several power towers. We have to check it. Please deliver the trailer with the diagnostic equipment to each point. We need to make sure everything's okay. Okay. 3 points. We're gonna go ahead and start tracking that. I'm gonna go to the garage and get a truck. I'm taking the log thing off of this. Those are expensive. And I had 2 of them. I guess I'll get one of those cheap little cranes that are almost useless. I'm going to change the time and mark it. Well, that's pretty close. We won't need to buy a trailer for any reason. We have 93 gallons of fuel, so I would say we have enough. Here's our exit. Wait, we gotta turn it around. Oh, there it is. I gotta turn it around, don't I? No problem. Went around the outside. Now we can get in there. That was rough. Let me mark it. That should do it. Should be able to roll in the high the whole way. No extra fuel needed. These blue cargo cranes are not that great. I'm not a fan of them. But a blue one's better than no cargo crane. You can't really pick much up with it. It's a good thing I got my chains on. That's the steepest part there. Got it hopping, sliding it. I'm not sliding. I have chains. But the trailer was. There's a bunch of dead trees in the road. I'm just gonna cut it short. Back onto the road. It says it's steep. Could probably run over that rock, but I'm not gonna try. Don't know, this don't have very big wheels on it. Got the biggest ones we can get. But it's a fuel saver either way. Because you can just jam it in high, the diffs stay locked, and it just goes. The sign points left. What is that, beehives? I don't know. Let her quit looking. Maybe it was pallets. There's a lot of dead trees there. I guess I'd rather have that than a lot of stumps. Because those stumps can really cause problems. I guess the dead trees could with this truck. But it is a twin steer. Hard to tip a twin steer. Especially one that you can leave the disc locked in high gear. It is kind of sideways though. Sort of sideways. We're climbing. Oh my goodness. We're close to getting hung up in a tree. That was three-wheeling. Well, I don't know how many wheels were off the ground, but a few were. I think I passed it. Let me look. I gotta turn left here. Immediately. I was gonna keep rolling. We do have diff locks at all times, and that is a great thing. Running over what we're running over. That's a big tree, isn't it? I think I can do it if I hit it again. All right, let's go over this rock. Here we are. Stage complete. All right, let's see where the next one is. Okay, over here. Back up the rock. That should get us there. I can just drive around the tower. I'm letting it roll back without changing it into auto. Around the tower. That sure looks tippy. Back up the rock. Same way we came. Except we're turning back the other way. We're gonna keep going on the same road. Here we go. Up the hill. I think I can gear it up now. Oh, that looks rough. Around the edge of that. Come over this way. That looks bad too. Oh, goodness. Tight squeeze. We're still bouncing along. That looks like a tight squeeze. Stage completed. Okay, let's see where we need to go next. That should work. Now we gotta turn this trailer on a cliffside goat trail. I have to detach it and turn the truck first. There's barely enough room to squeeze between this tree and this rock. I'm gonna try to use the winch to pull that trailer back a little bit off the road some. It's getting hung on something. It don't look like it's touching that boulder yet. Sometimes you just have to make it do what you want. This is what that blue crane is useful for. I can push that back over. I guess that's all it's going to be able to do. Now it might can do something. That's what we were after. Let's get this thing hooked up and get back on the road. Stalled it. It wasn't ready for high yet. Now we're rolling pretty good. Okay, we gotta turn left. Back between the trees. We're leaning pretty good. Free fall. I can get better traction when I don't drive in these ditches. We've only used about a half of a tank of fuel. This thing gets pretty good fuel economy. It stalled. I'm gonna have to go into low. It's really deep snow. Okay, here we go. I hope we don't get hung in the trees. We're driving between the trees and the cliffs. I can see it. We just gotta get there. I'm gonna try going around the outside of it. Task completed. Unstable foundation. Yes, it seems we have nothing to worry about, but thanks for your help anyway.